Hello everybody, welcome to Cory Turner Talks Cars, and it is Hot Wheels night. We're going to talk about Hot Wheels and my choice of display back here. Remember to subscribe to the channel. We talk about kit cars, classic cars, exotic cars, modern cars, kit cars, you name it. We talk about cars almost every day, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video. Okay, so if you've seen my videos prior to my move, I moved just a couple of months ago. I had a ton of Hot Wheels. I'd stick them on the wall behind me. I had quite a collection. When we moved, I haven't decided exactly how to set up the studio yet. I have this studio background here for some videos I do and different things, but I had to make sure to put my Hot Wheels here. So I got this from Hobby Lobby. We talked about that. And then did I want to put a whole bunch of cars stuck to the wall? Yes, actually I did. But then I was like, I need to do something different. This will sound weird, but how do you play with your Hot Wheels, right? So you know what, if you open them up, well, that's easier because you're going to put them on a track or you're going to roll them around, you can do something with it. But if you like to keep them in their packaging, because I think somewhere deep inside we feel that maybe one day they'll be worth something, or one day we think they'll be worth something, right? It's probably what it is. But we enjoy them, and we enjoy them in the packaging. So how do you enjoy them or play with them while they're in the packaging? So this is what I decided to do. This is a cork board, just like if you're going to put up messages or if it was your vision board, whatever you've got going on. I built that here. I bought it. And I stuck it to the wall. I think now I probably should have mounted it a little bit higher. And being in this corner, when I'm filming, I'm usually over there. It's kind of hard to see. Sometimes it comes right behind me, so I may have to make some adjustments to that. But I decided to stick it here, and I decided I'm going to rotate the Hot Wheels out. And I'm going to let you know Hot Wheels I buy, and maybe we'll make a game of it. I'd like to show you some new Hot Wheels that I have that maybe I picked up today or in the future, and which car should we remove and replace it with. And see maybe which car we can get to the top. Maybe that's what we'll do. So we're going to play a game with that. So let's go through the cars that I have on the board right now. I want you to be able to look at those and get an idea of the ones I have. I got Erikenstein rod right here. This one's fairly new. I picked it up. It's new for 2020, but I probably picked it up in the past like 3 or 4 days. Kroger is not far from our house. Walmart is not either. And wouldn't you know, they both have a pretty extensive Hot Wheels collection, so I go through there quite a bit. And I just saw it, and I just thought it looked really cool. Has a little bit of that hot rod, maybe and a little bit of rat rod feel to it, so that's why I went with that one. This is a 2019 Kia Stinger GT because I'm contemplating getting a Stinger. I think it is a great car. When I test drove it in the past, maybe it was for the needs that I had at the time. It was a little bit smaller cabin. We were doing a lot of traveling, but now I don't need it to be quite as big, and so the GT is great. So that's why I have that up there. This is the Ford Ranger Raptor. I love the Ford Rangers back in the day. When I say back in the day, like in the 90s, the real square Ranger. I was glad to see when the Ranger came back. I think they're very cool. So when you can take it all the way up to Raptor, that's cool. Astana Hodo. This one right here, this is Fast and Furious Spy Racers. That's a new collection they have right now. Really, the reason it's up here is, for one, it's pretty cool, but I love the rally lights across the front. It does it for me, so I think that's pretty cool. This is an Aston Martin 177. I think that's a beautiful car. I love how the front kind of comes up, wraps up to the headlights, and then encases the grille, so I've always thought that was a cool car. This one here, this is a motorcycle. It's from the Baja Blazers edition. I don't see very many motorcycles where I go anyway. They don't seem to stock that many motorcycles, so I thought, hey, we'll do a motorcycle on that one. This is the 1970 Ford Escort. This is the RS 1600. It was super cool. Here in the United States, when we think of Escort, we definitely think of economy car. It had a few additions that started pushing the envelope a little bit, but over in Europe, they had some really cool Escorts. It was a defining car, especially for Ford, which it would have been for Ford. So I put that up there. This one right here, the 52 Hudson Hornet. My buddy, actually this one and this one, we got both of these, are from Coach Jake, my buddy Jake. It has 817 on the on the door. I'm in the 817 area code. So we thought, hey, that's pretty cool. We'll get that to represent. I had this one right here. I had Duck and Roll. And Jake's son, Coach Jake, his son, Johnny, saw it and was like, oh, I love that. And then they came across this one at the store, and they bought that one for me. So I thought that was cool. Okay, now this one right here, the reason I have this one, this is a prototype H24. It's the very first one I ever bought that had an error to it. So, and it's not a high-level error, and I know it's easy to fake errors, which is sad because it's cool when you come across it. But there's a piece of tape or some kind of manufacturing piece that was left inside the package there. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was the first one I had. I also think it's a pretty cool car. I typically don't go with their cars that aren't modeled after a real car. I don't. That doesn't do it for me as much, but I thought that was cool, and that's why I got it. This one, of course, it's a donate. Coach Jake actually got me this one too. So there's 3 of them on here that he got. Super, super cool. Donut drifters, I thought that was cool. How do you not have a Porsche 917 on the wall? Beautiful car. Okay, the Honda CRX. This was an 88. Yeah, so 88 CRX. Cool car. That is an amazing car. So I'm really proud to have that one up there. Have that Honda there. That CRX. I think those are super cool cars. I was at racetrack, the gas station. Ooh, it's a few months ago. I think I did an episode on it. They all kind of run together sometimes. But a guy had one, and it was tricked out, and it was amazing. And I love those cars. Okay, how do you not have a Lamborghini Countach police car? I think it looks really cool. It doesn't have the wing on there. It is the police car, so it's got the lights on the top, the light tree on the top. I think that one's pretty cool. When it goes to classics, I got the 67 Chevelle SS. This is the 396. I think that's great. I don't have a lot of classics up here. We need to change that. Beautiful classic car. I love the color. Love the styling there on the side with all the logos and the decals. I think that one's great. Okay, and right here, this is a new for 2020 as well. This is an 89 Porsche 944 Turbo. Okay, I wasn't a Porsche snob growing up necessarily, but I was a 911 snob. And I thought, you know, if it was going to be a Porsche, it had to be a 911. And I didn't appreciate these cars. I didn't appreciate the 944, especially the Turbo. As much as I do looking back now and realizing that is an insanely cool car. A little more accessible by everybody. But what an amazing car that was. So I have that on my wall right now because that's always... I need to be reminded sometime that... you got to look a little deeper, and when you really look at cars, you're appreciating cars. You're appreciating their value, especially what it was for somebody at the time. And because I love the 911, I thought that was great. It corresponds with my birthday. I just love the 911, and I just didn't want to look at any other Porsche. But looking back, I'm like, what a great car that was. Right here, this one was new for 2019. This is the 91 Mazda Mx-5. I love the Miatas. I've never owned one. I have a friend named Larry. He's a great actor, and he has owned multiple Miatas. And we're always going to do a show, but COVID's got us a little locked down. We're not able to see each other. But really, really thought that's a cool car. So I had to have a Miata on the wall. This one here, this is a Porsche 914. This is a Safari edition. I bought it because Okay, so I had this idea. I want to take some cars and turn them into rally cars, and not like really crazy cars, just like normal, everyday. Used, older cars and just turn them into rally cars. What would that look like? Would people appreciate it? Would people even buy it? So anytime you take a car and turn it into a rally car, I think that is pretty cool. So we've got the 914 right there. Here, this is a beautiful Toyota 2000 GT right there. I think that is a great looking car. It is from the Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. So that's the new Olympic car right there. Great looking Toyota. I love that long hood on that, so I think that one is super cool. Now down here at the bottom, you may not be able to see it. I should probably move the camera, but I'll be showing these close up, is the Dove chocolate truck. The reason that will probably always stay on the wall, I think it was Zines Gaming, my buddy from across the ocean, one day was like, hey, where's the Dove truck? Because I would move some stuff around on the set, and I'm like, you know what, that one always has to stay here. So we got to have the Dove truck on that. And then I've got these two team transports right here. I've got the Porsche. I've got the Mazda as well. I just think those are really cool. I've got a couple of more I'm going to put up. I picked up a couple of really cool McLarens today, too. They're not team transports, but other cars we're going to mix and match them around. So I think those are super cool. I love the purple on the Porsche. I think that looks awesome. And I love this one over here, the Mazda, of course, with the Sprinter that it's got as its as its carrier. I think those are cool. I have somewhere, and I couldn't find it when we moved, so it is somewhere. I have the Jaguar, and as you guys know, I love Jaguars, so we've got to be sure and decide which one we're going to take down. But I found these two cars yesterday. They're my newest purchases. Let me show them to you right now. It's the McLaren Speedtail. So I'm going to hold it up here. I'll try to take some more pictures. I think that looks really cool. You know, something funny about it was, you know, it does have two different wheels. It's got the wheel cover on the front and then just the rim on the back. So it was always funny. When I first saw it, I was like, is that an error? But no, that is correct in the original car. It was the same way. And then a McLaren P1. Wow, right? And I love it in this color. I love it in the gray with the black accents there. Hold up, maybe you can see it a little bit better. I'm going to take pictures of it. So I've got the McLaren P1 and the McLaren Speedtail. Apparently I went with McLaren on my last trip to the store. So these two, what should we take off of the wall and put these up? All right, so I want you guys to help me decide if we're going to replace something, what it is. Put that in the comments, message me, however you like to communicate with me. Let me know. If you bought something cool, be sure to let me know on it too. I want to see it. There's a lot of great cars out there right now. And the 2020 collections are super, super nice. So which cars need to come off the wall so we can put up the McLarens? Let me know on that. Remember to like, comment, and share. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel. Hey, we're growing every day, and it's totally because of you. Thank you so much. All right. Be sure to leave a comment, and let's talk about cars tomorrow.